Hey guys, welcome back to another Weekend Trading Edge video. If you guys are brand new, my name is Akil Stokes. I'm a trading coach over at tier1trading.com, and this is a video I put out weekly showing you the top opportunities that are on my radar for the week ahead. We're gonna make today short and sweet because it is Easter Sunday. By the way, happy Easter Sunday to you guys. Hope you're enjoying your holiday. But I did want to come in because, as you know, last week was the first week going live with the DKC strategy, and I told you guys I'd give you a weekly update of how things went or how things are going. And it was a pretty decent week, 7 trading opportunities, 43% on the win rate, which is higher than usual. Apologies, my phone is blowing up this morning. I would tell you this, however, things did start off rough. My very first trade was a bad trade. And by bad trade, right, that doesn't mean a losing trade. You guys know there's 4 types of trades. There's wins, there's losses, there's good, there's bad. Bad is one where I did not follow my rules. On my very first signal, which happened to be a loser as well, I broke my rules. I didn't pay attention to something that I was supposed to pay attention to something, and I goofed up. So goes to show you, and I bring it up because it goes to show you that professional traders make mistakes as well. But personally, it was also a very humbling experience and kind of a reminder that, hey, Akil, you can't get lazy. And sometimes, I've been trading the same way for I don't know how many years now. You get locked in and you get a little bit overconfident because you don't make mistakes anymore. And it just goes to show you that mistakes can come as soon as you let your guard down. So you got to stay sharp. So I was happy to get that with the very first trade because it kind of refocused me. And for the rest of the week, I really paid attention to the details. So again, I'll keep you guys updated on this week by week, giving you kind of the week totals and then the kind of the running totals as well. But many of you guys were with me for the journey, the long journey of creating the strategy. So I want to keep you guys involved as we go to the next phase, which is the live trading, and hopefully get to the next phase by the end of the year, which, well, I'll tell you about it if we get there. So we're going to start here on the New Zealand Swiss, and not the greatest opportunity in the world, but as we go down to the lower time frames from the daily to the 4-hour, I like this pair, and I want to show you this pair because this represents a really good example of paying attention to the clues that price can give us. You can see price action has come down into a previous level of structure support. Look left, structure leaves clues, and well, yeah, structure leaves clues looking right as well. And you can see that price has put in some very interesting candles right now. Again, my philosophy on candlestick recognition is not judging the candle by its color, but looking at the story that the candle gives you. So whether this is red or green, bullish or bearish, it doesn't technically matter. We want to look at how the candle forms. You can see a pattern here on the right-hand side of candles with long wicks, long tails, long legs, whatever you want to call them, to the downside, which means rejection. Because if you think about the story of that candle, because these wicks represent the extremes, these are the lowest points of the session. So at some point, price had to drive all the way down to this area, but was only able to close up here. So it got beat back up. And we did that again 1, 2, 3 more times. So you have this consistent kind of pattern of price trying to push lower and being rejected. You can see kind of a even smaller pattern within that of each time price tries to push lower, it gets beat back a little closer and closer. This is a really good sign of the momentum shifting in the market where the bears are losing momentum, the bulls can be potentially gaining momentum, and we could see a pop to the upside. Now, the problem with this, which makes it not a grade A trade for me, is that there's not a lot of room to the upside in my opinion. I'm a structure-based trader, so the first level, danger level that stands out to me is this area where we saw similar types of wicks. So there's not really too much here. We're at we're at 56.73s. This only goes up to about 57 flat. So really not much I'd be interested in, but good example of reading candlesticks. And I'll tell you what, if you're a lower time frame trader, intraday trader, a day trader, you're going down to the hourly and lower, there is a potential for a nice bullish move here, especially if we can get this pop above this level right here. Next is going to be gold. If you guys remember, we looked at gold last week. We talked about this pennant pattern. We talked about a bullish breakout, and boom, we got it. So now the question is, what's next? Well, we don't need to erase our analysis, right? Our analysis is going to stay exactly the same. We still have our higher projection levels right here where we think price is going to go to. So now we look for our next opportunity. And what that is a pullback. So we spoke about aggressive traders getting involved during the breakout. conservative traders, you wait for the breakout and the pullback, right? So we've broken out, right? Profit was made. We're going to see, I don't know if we're going to see it. You never know, right? But we may see some type of relief. We may see some profit taking exist up here. We may see the market, it's already starting to do it, but we may see it a little bit deeper, the market pull back, and you may get a secondary opportunity to catch the next extension once price gets cheap enough. So continue to keep an eye on gold for a potential bullish pullback trade. Now, since we spoke about gold, might as well speak about silver. Silver is doing something similar, not the same, right? We had the same type of breakout from a different type of pattern, a pattern that actually favor a little bit more, an ascending triangle right here. We're now putting in a little bit of a sideways shuffle, and it's not quite, I wouldn't call this a high and tight flag, which is an excellent pattern to trade, by the way, but it's very similar. And what I mean is that price is stuck going sideways, and we're not moving too much. Now, a lot of it is, we're on a holiday weekend, so Friday's trading was a little bit different than, normal, I guess you can say. But nonetheless, we're continuing to go sideways. We're creating a nice little shelf here underneath. This looks like another breakout waiting to happen. And again, my bias would be to the upside just because of the most recent move and our general level in comparison to structure, right? If you guys look left, you can see this nice little structure shelf right here, right where this line is drawn out. Once we broke above that level, we are going sideways. We come back to test. We're probing that level, right? So previous structure resistance now acting as support. This is the whole Peter Brand ice zone, or my corny name, the structure swap, where if you can imagine like structure being like a layer of ice on a lake, right? This is keeping the fish out, right? Resistance, resistance, resistance. However, once you get above that ice, right, you can stand on top of it. Support, support, support. So I love these structure swaps, corny name, or ice zones. These are key levels of structure for me. This one is sitting right on top of it. There's still room to jump to the upside. Looking lefter, structure leaves more clues. So another good buying opportunity here on silver as well. So before you head out, if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out the Trading Coach podcast. 3 brand new episodes each and every week available on your favorite podcasting app. Some cool discussion items from last week. We had 2 tactics to help your trading and nothing to do with charting or anything like that. We spoke about wanting to win all the time, so that desire to be a winner, but why needing to accept defeat is a very important and crucial skill if you want to be a successful trader, and some group advice for learning how to trade. So usually you guys hear from me all the time about how to learn how to trade. This time we give group advice, so other traders that are either successful or kind of on their journey right now, lending advice for how they can help you out. So check it out. 3 new episodes coming this week as well. That's the Trading Coach podcast. Make sure you rate and review. Enjoy your Easter.